This may surprise most of you, but Dragon Ball Kakarot is an action role-playing game focused on the adventures of the Z fighters from the Dragon Ball Z series. Yup, you heard me right, this is a role-playing title and not a fighting game.
I'm all alone!
Developed by CyberConnect 2, developers of the famed Naruto Storm series, Dragon Ball Kakarot offers an almost picture-perfect recreation of the source material it's based on. Keyword being almost, which is not such a bad thing. When the first trailers dropped for this game, it seemed like the title was another fighting game in the vein of Xenoverse or Budokai Tenkaichi, but it's not. In Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, the combat is not the main focus. This is not to say that it isn't any good, but rather serviceable enough to fill its role in the overall package. The combat has no multi-button combos or even any directional specific ones like in the Naruto Storm games. Circle or B is your one and only physical attack button. Pressing it multiple times will result in your character performing a single combo. Sounds boring, right? Well, not necessarily. You see, the combos vary slightly depending on if the character is powered up, transformed, or when used in tandem with Ki Blast support characters, counterattacks, and the environment. Each ability is mapped to the face buttons while the bumpers and triggers serve as modifiers. As a whole, this makes for a very simple yet flamboyant battle system which closely mirrors the animation of the Dragon Ball Super series. Visually, this is easily the best looking Dragon Ball game to date, and that includes the magnificent looking Dragon Ball FighterZ Z. The devs use a vibrant high contrast color palette to great effect, similar to what they did with the Naruto Storm games, and it's that experience which shines throughout this title. With every blow, each explosion or shift of the camera, it inspires awe. This is easily the best looking game of 2020 thus far, and thanks to its style, I'm pretty sure it will remain one of the best looking games for decades to come.
There it is! Here goes nothing! Knock it back, Gohan! The ball won't hurt you if there's no evil in your heart!
As for the rest of the plot, it follows the anime very closely from the Saiyan saga all the way to the Buu saga. Throughout these arcs, the player experiences epic moments from the anime via the perspective of different Z fighters. As the story progresses, you'll transition from character to character, sometimes numerous times during a single arc. Each character has their own leveling tree system with branches unlocking in accordance with the plot and their overall level. As far as leveling systems go, this is one of the simpler ones I've encountered in an RPG. And I like that. By not being too complicated, it lowers the bar for entry, making the game much more accessible to the mainstream and fans of RPGs alike. Those looking for more depth can dig deeper into the community system, which allows the player to collect emblems to offer buffs to stats and other features. This works by connecting character emblems with each other to form links along with leveling up individual emblems. The more links you have and the higher their levels, the better the buffs you'll receive. Fans of the anime and manga should find this linking system engaging enough due to each character having multiple links and combinations with each other. What's more, the overall gameplay is also fairly simple. Gameplay can consist of flying around maps based on locations from the source material. These maps are connected by a simple point and click overworld and are based on locations from the series. While in a map, the player is able to collect orbs to be used to unlock abilities on the character's skill tree. There, they can also take part in fishing, enter races, find hidden collectibles, collect items for crafting, healing, training, and advancing the plot. Each map is fairly sizable and visually unique, but the fundamentals are the same for each of them.
Come back real soon! This could be fun.
Now, I've spent a lot of time talking about what makes this game great, but are there any flaws for it? Well, there are very few. The most notable being the random enemies on the map which constantly attack the character, breaking up the flow of play. There are ways to avoid or escape combat situations, but when they keep attacking one after the next, it becomes infuriating to say the least. Okay, so that flaw aside, let's get back to talking about what I like about this game. Dragon Ball Kakarot also takes liberties with the source material by including side quests to add more depth to the experience. Thanks to it being an RPG, a lot of the focus is on the story and characters. Even the attention to detail with the sound or the way in which each character's power level is represented when focusing on their ki is very much appreciated. Fans can even experience the game with either Japanese or English dub, with an assortment of other language subs included.
倒れた仲間たちの命を救える唯一の希望であるドラゴンボールもまた失われてしまった。しかし神の故郷であるナメック星にもドラゴンボールが存在するとベジータの言葉から知ることができた。はるか昔神の家だったという宇宙船を手に入れたご飯たちはナメック星へと旅立つ決意をしたのだった。
As a whole package, it looks, sounds and embodies all that is Dragon Ball, while running at a smooth frame rate of 30 on a mid-range PC or PlayStation 4. Players can also achieve 60 frames on a higher-end PC with a decent enough processor and GPU. For me, I didn't find 30 frames per second to be a hindrance while playing the game, since this is a single-player RPG and thus doesn't require much perfect timing.
What is this kid? You're dead! Where did you get all this power? Piccolo, now's your chance!
Special beam cannon!
So with all of that to say so far about this game, here's my final verdict. When this game was first announced, I wasn't sure what to make of it. I was skeptical because most anime-themed games tend to be lazy cash grabs, but Dragon Ball Z Kakarot isn't like its contemporaries. This no doubt has to do with the fact that CyberConnect 2 is at the helm, a developer with a solid amount of experience making great anime titles. This is a game that I can easily recommend to fans of the Dragon Ball franchise, anime, and JRPGs. It's easy to pick up, yet difficult to put back down. Thank you very much for watching this review of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. If you notice my voice sounds a bit thin or weird in this particular video, please note that I actually have a bit of a flu at the moment, and that's the reason why I sound the way I sound in some portions of this review. That being said, thank you very much for watching this review, and if you enjoyed it, make sure to leave us a like and a comment in the comment section below, and if you'd like to see more content like this from us, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you'll always know when we put up new content.